Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my top 7 Power BI features released in 2024. And of course this is based on my opinion. Please don't be upset if your feature is not there. So now without further ado, let's do this. So the first feature that I want to talk to you about is visual calculations. So what are visual calculations? Visual calculations are DAX calculations defined and executed directly on a visual. And I'm going to show you here an example in a second, okay? This feature was released in February 2024 and it's still in public preview. So what does it mean? It means that the Power BI team is still performing updates over time. So now let's go over the example real quick. I have this visual right here, which is a line chart, and this represents revenue over time. So before we go over the example, because this feature is still in preview, make sure that you go over the preview features and check the box for visual calculations. Let's go over home here, and then we have this option, new visual calculation right here. If you click on this option right here, you have a list of templates. For this particular case, let's go over the moving average. So let's give it a try and see how it works. So once you do that, you have here the name of this calculation, which is the moving average. The moving average itself, which is the function that applies to this visual only. For field, let's keep here total revenue, okay? Because we're gonna find the moving average for total revenue. And then for window size, for this particular case, we have data every single day. So let's say 30 days. So the window is going to be 30 days, okay? In other words, we are finding here the 30-day moving average. So let's approve this change and see how it works. Check this out. Automatically, you can see this calculation. So without going into the DAX details, we can perform this calculation with just a few clicks. And that's it. We got the information right here. Back to report. Check this out. Now you have here the 30-day moving average. Now let's move on and talk about the next feature, mobile layout auto create. And this is specifically for those who have bosses who travel a lot and they want to see the metrics and they don't have their computer handy. It's just a matter of grabbing their phone and seeing the results in their phones. So how does it work? If you go over here over the mobile layout view, let's hit this option for this particular tab. Automatically you can see here a setup. So let's remove this for now because this is going to be the default view. So once you hit this option, the mobile layout view, you can start creating or organizing here your visuals for this mobile layout view. You can do it one by one based on your experience. You can start doing this, or you can ask the machine to auto generate this view. So it's quite straightforward. Let's give it a try. There is an option here called auto create. Let's hit this option and see what happens. Boom. In seconds you can see here the mobile layout. And as you can see, this view is not perfect, but you can start customizing the visuals based on your needs. For example, right here you can say I want to add here revenue instead. So it's up to you, but it can save you a few clicks, a few minutes. And that's the idea with this new feature right here, auto create. This feature is still in preview as well. The Power BI team is still performing updates. Now let's move on and talk about the next feature. The next feature is called Line Enhancements. I have an example here real quick. As you can see, I have here a line chart, multiple lines here. So what are the enhancements that I'm talking about? If we select this visual, let's go over lines. Right here, check this out. We have line styles here. We have dashed, we have dotted, we have customized as well, and you can start playing with this. Let's keep it as solid for now. So let's keep playing with this. Let's go over interpolation type, and here we have smooth and also step. So if we try step, there you have it. If you try smooth, there you have it. It looks so much better in my opinion. Another thing about this improvement is that you can also add shade area. Check this out. Boom. If you select a specific region, How about Asia? Boom. How about South America? Boom. You can see the changes there. It looks so much better in my opinion. Let's keep playing with this. If we go over here, let's select for now step. I like this one. Boom. You can clearly see here what's going on with Asia. You can also play with the filters here if you want. 2022. You can do whatever you want. I really like this feature because it gives you more flexibility with line charts. So let's keep going, folks. Now let's talk about the next feature that I find really helpful as well. Publish to folders. This is really powerful as well if you want to organize your reports in the cloud, in the Power BI service, within folders. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. If you go over home again, let's publish this report. We need to save it first, and then automatically this window pops up. Let's look for the workspace. For this particular case, the workspace that I have is called Kipu Analytics. And I do have already here 3 different folders. I created this folder already, which is called the best of 2024. If we select this folder, I want to save this Power BI report right there in that specific folder. So let's select this folder and then replace it because I already saved it. Got it. Let's go over the report in Power BI Service. So here we are in Power BI Service. Let's go over this folder, the best of 2024. Let's open the report. Boom. As you can see, if you go back, keep analytics again. I already have 3 different folders, but you can keep organizing here your visuals, your reports based on your needs. If you want to create a new folder, it's quite straightforward. New folder, name it, and create it. That's it. So now let's keep moving and talk about the next feature that I find really helpful as well, which is enhanced role level security. This feature was released in the July Power BI update. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's go back to Power BI Desktop. If you want to create here role level security, you have 2 options. It can be static or it can be dynamic. It's up to you. For this particular case, I already created a few roles. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go over modeling here, manage roles. As you can see, I already created these roles. Everything here should be static role level security. The only dynamic role level security is the one right here, which uses an email to apply the role level security. I can go over the details later, but if we explore this just for the example, role level security, dynamic role level security, let's go over this one right here. See right here, for this one, I'm using this DAX function called user principal name. This is the function that we have to use to apply a dynamic role level security. So dynamic role level security, what does it mean? It means that the report, the information for that specific report is only visible to the owner of the email. So we cannot see information that belongs to other people. That's the cool thing about role level security, specifically dynamic role level security, by using this function called user principal name. But the point is, you can easily now, with this new enhancement, you can easily create roles here. If you want to create a role, let's test it for now, a new one. So it's quite straightforward. We can name it if we want, test. So let's say here that we want to create a role. So let's say region equal to Europe, and then hit save. And we already have this role right here, as you can see, Europe. I just wanted to show you how we can create this type of roles, and you can select here any and then save it. I'm not gonna do this because I already have this role. So what is the point with this improvement? The point is that you can easily create roles here and manage roles within this window. You can edit it, you can do whatever you want. It is quite straightforward to create roles within Power BI Desktop. Now, if you want to see the dynamic role level security in action, let me show you how it works. So here we are in Power BI Service. Let's go over this data set, the medical text cells. Let's hit this option and then security. Right here we have the dynamic role level security. So let's test this. Test as role. See right here? We are only seeing information for South America. Why? because the row level security that we have right there is just for this user, for myself, Nestor Adrianzen. So we cannot see any additional information here. This is going to be just for myself, just for Nestor Adrianzen. We can see here the trends over time, and we can see here also the products in South America. That's it. We don't see any additional information. If we go back to the Power BI report, Power BI report has actually information for all sales representatives. See right here? So if we clear all slicers, so we should have information for all sales representatives. That's the power of dynamic row level security. So now guys, let's move on and talk about the next feature. So the next feature that I find really helpful as well is called small multiples for the new card visual. So this is really powerful, my friends. As you can see here, this visual is actually the new card visual. The only addition here is that we have the option to add small multiples. And for this particular case, we are adding here product. So we have 4 different products. The coolest thing about this visual or this improvement or this new feature is that we can compare easily among the products. See right here? This product right here, the bone tumor ablation, is performing really well compared to the other ones. This is followed by the vertebral compression fractures, and then followed by radio frequency ablation, and it keeps going. So you can easily compare the products here because you can see the results right away. Really powerful feature as well. You can play with this, let me know how it goes. So now let's talk about the last feature, my friends. It's called text slicer. You may have been playing with this, but this is flexible and user-friendly. This is a different way to filter data as well. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If you go over the details tab right here, I already created this slicer right here, which is the text slicer. If we select this option, you can automatically see here that the text slicer has been selected. So it's quite straightforward. You insert this visual, and then for field, you select the field here that you want to filter. For this particular case, I want to filter product, but then the coolest thing about this is that you can select anything within this product field. What does it mean? See right here for product, we have bone tumor ablation, and the list keeps going. How about if we care about just tumor? Let's see. Let's hit enter. Boom. So everything that says tumor within the product description, you will get that information. So it's really powerful, especially if you are dealing with large data sets and you are looking for just a specific word. You can just type the word and then you're good to go. How about, let's try another one right here, just for the example. I care about ablation. Let's see. Let's hit enter. Boom. So everything that says ablation is showing up here in this search. So really powerful information, really powerful slicer. Give it a try. This is still in preview, so that means that there might be more improvements over time, but really powerful features. There you have it, my friends. These are my top 7 Power BI features released in 2024. So let me know what you think. If you found this content helpful, as always, please give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, and of course don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss anything. Thank you guys for your time, and see you in my next tutorial.